Hello, Capricorn. What's up? Welcome to your reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's have a look at what is going on in your love life. This is a general love reading. May or may not resonate. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. So, Capricorn, we're going to do a you versus them spread. Feelings on their mind and intentions towards you this week. Roles can be reversed anytime. So, feel free to switch those energies, vice versa. Okay, Capricorn, let's do this. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. So, what I am getting out here is Capricorn. So, Capricorn, what it does feel like, tell me about this. Capricorn, a lot of you are coming off as someone, I think this is you who is very much attached to a person from the past, Capricorn. It feels like you were in love with someone, okay, and you guys went your own ways, or some of you, there's been a disconnection or a breakup, but you're still, all your energies are still very, very devoted unconditionally to someone who's not showing up for you. A part of you is still wanting to fix a broken situation. A part of you is still trying to fit in to a situation that no longer is a fit for you. You're a misfit now. You know, something does not fit in anymore. A situation does not fit in anymore. But because you have been with this person in the past, or because there has been some kind of, history with someone in the past, you're having a very, very hard time moving forward. To be honest, out here, Capricorn, in your heart space, you don't feel any passion. There is no more passion in your heart for a situation. It's just pride, it's ego, is what I'm getting. A lot of you on your mind space, the universe is saying move into calmer waters already. Move forward already. The problem is that a part of you is still wanting to hit the road which you have taken 100 million times. You know it's not working out for you, but you still keep moving towards the wrong direction. You still are invested, or continue investing, or continue waiting patiently for something from the past to work out, which has already given you the outcome, which has already given you the results. And you know that something was a waste of time, waste of energy, but you are hell-bent on toughing out a situation. Like, no, I know it's going to work out. How can it be a waste of time? How can it be a bad investment? I've invested so much time, energy, sweat. I've invested so much emotions. I've invested so much of resources. I know there's something there. I know there's still something there. I know it's going to work out. That's what you're doing. And the universe is saying what you're doing is you're not running to the wrong direction. That's still okay. You're running away from the right person. You're running away from new love. This is the time where you need to focus on self-love and self-care. You need to love yourself first. You need to love yourself the most, even if it's not about a new person. But you are holding on so much to past love where there was no reciprocity. You're holding on to disappointment. So because of the disappointment, because of the lack of reciprocity, you're not opening up to new love, and you continue staying invested into something which is not good for you or unhealthy for you. See, your mind space is not ready for anyone new. And you continue staying in a situation where there is no real fire, where there is no real passion. only because it feels familiar, only because something's comfort zone, only because something's your comfort zone, only because it feels safer to continue loving someone who is already predictable, where you already know that okay, there's not much damage out here, so better to stay safe. So you'd rather stay safe and live in regret rather than explore and take a risk towards the unknown. Yeah, look at that, Capricorn. You need to move towards learning something new. A lot of you need to be more curious about new people, new situations, or you need to learn more about something new, okay? But there is too much of you're being too detail oriented, now you're wasting time. There is a situation or a person around you where you need to jump in with both feet. you know you need to learn more about a new situation, but there is hesitancy out here, there's procrastination out here, there's a lot of should I not, should I not. Why? Because it is not in your intentions yet to get out of your comfort zone or get into something new. you know See, the fear of being abandoned, the fear of a breakup, the fear of isolation, the fear of being left out, the only one on the shelf, is making you hold on to people, places that you have outgrown. Wherever you are, whichever situation you are in, Capricorn, you've grown out of it, you've outgrown it. The old clothes are not going to fit you anymore. Don't try to fit it in. That's what you're doing. You're trying to fit into your old clothes. you know so either those clothes are too big for you or the clothes are too small for you. Doesn't matter. You don't fit in, but you're trying to fit in, okay? And you're not meant to fit in. Now, the energy that you're dealing with, you're dealing with someone out here who is refusing to make a final decision. Okay, I feel this is someone who probably um, wants to come towards you, wanting a second chance. I feel this is someone who realizes that they have to end a phase in their life permanently, or they have to let their ego die in order to be with you. This is someone who wants they want a happily ever after with you. They're desperate to communicate with you. This person feels like they want a second chance with you. Okay, they want a second chance with you, they want a renewal, but there is a lot of blame game going on. This person literally feels like you're the one to be blamed. I did nothing. You're the one to be blamed. You're the one who did the wrong things. And that's what needs to die. That's the pattern that needs to die. Like they feel they hold no accountability for whatever happened between you and them. So desperate to communicate with you, but self-doubt and blame game. Some of you, this person's literally beating themselves up for whatever they did with you. Like they literally want to, like, why did I ever even do that? How could I even let Capricorn slip off my hands? How they're regretting and regretting and regretting and regretting and staying in mistakes forever. You know, yeah, they're literally beating themselves up and they're judging themselves too harshly, too harshly. It's like, now if I go back to Capricorn, I'm never gonna be forgiven. Okay, so yeah, they want to desperately communicate with you, Capricorn, but they're like, I'm such a this, I'm such a that, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, and then they stay there. Although what's on their mind is very, very different. What's on their mind is that if they've been a closed book all this while, they now want to open up. They want to release, they want to talk, they want to open up, they want to speak their truth. They no longer want to stay safe. They no longer want to hold back because they're suffering in silence too much. Okay, this person's suffering in silence too much and they want a new beginning in love with you. Some of you have renewal in love, others of you new beginning in love. And they want to prioritize you. They're done juggling. They're done making up their mind. Okay, they're done weighing out their pros and cons. Even if they had another choice, they want to drop that choice and they want to choose you. So the mind is 150% convinced that they want to be with you. But their feelings, their heart is not convinced, and what's worst is their intentions are not convinced. This person out here, Capricorn, for a lot of you, still continues wanting to take your relationship back to where it was. For example, you got in a relationship with this person went back and got married to someone, okay, and you guys broke up. This person wants to come back into your life and they want to still try and take the relationship back to where it was so that they can be in that committed relationship also, follow rules and regulations, oblige the relationship, with someone else and get their love. So this person is literally looking at one in hand, one in bush. They want that perfect recipe. So their intentions still are to drag the relationship back to what it was in the past, okay? Because they want to avoid a disaster. Look at that, just when I said, see, still wanting to be in a third party situation. They still want to have an extramarital affair for some of you. Others of you, if there has been a third party interference through someone in their life, or if this person has always been a workaholic, they want to continue being a workaholic, and they still want a part of you because it makes them happy. You make them happy. They have utmost clarity about the situation, but they're very rigid and very set in their ways. Okay, Capricorn? So yeah, if a lot of you are choosing to move on, just it's best to do it now, because this is what this person's intentions are. This is their plan. And if you don't want to be a part of their plan, then there is no point staying in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay.